often told myself, isn't it? And I fed myself a great deal of lies through the years, just so I won't have to think about it the next day. Maybe we won't even have this problem if I have not been running away and ignoring things, hiding them someplace no one will see. Because I've since believed doing so is a show of weakness.
The fuck do I know about ghosts, though?
Someone might know about ghosts, though. I'm thinking about the Professor Clock. I think he knows more than he let on. What does Zach? What does Rebecca? Z-Man has shown me photographs, mentioned weird things happening around him these past few days. Bottom line, he likely knows as much about this as I do. Why else would he approach me? The guy who knows stuff, according to him. In the end, all I've done is give him the brush off some reliable guy I am. Hell, Rebecca's probably in the same boat, grasping for anything that might provide an answer, a way out of this. What can any of us do when all of us lacks any understanding of what's happening? One thing is clear about this, however, that thing is after us because of the letter. Title drop. Both Rebecca and Zach have seen it too. She will go after them as well. Yet, here I am, walking up Becca's door, one slow step at a time. A stalling tactic to allow myself some time to put the mess in my head in a better order. How to phrase this when there's a 90% chance she's still pissed about a whole different matter. It's the only reason we did not check on her last night, aside from the ungodly hour Isabella and I arrived. We'll honey our armor by showing up if in our own in the middle of the night, acting like babbling lunatics, and her anger can last quite a while. These days, it seems the only one she can easily forgive is Isabella, but even with her, because fuming still takes hours. I ran my hand through my hair and straightened out my jacket before knocking. Once, twice, 3 times, just to be sure she has heard me. Even if she's asleep. She's usually awake by now though.
Hey Becca, it's Ash. Open up. Don't tell me you're still in bed.
She's gone. Where was she again? I don't remember where she went though. Oh, she was at the library. That's true. Seconds tick by. No answer from her, and dread has started to creep up. I've been trained to handle dire situations, but the feeling has been doing that quite frequently since last night. My mind begins to anticipate the worst, and in the next minute, concern has mixed in with my thoughts, and I bang my fist on the door, louder this time. She'll definitely be livid, but I'd rather face her wrath than a dead body.
Becca, it's Ash. There's something we need to talk about right away. Open up, I know you're...
Your girlfriend left early this morning, pretty boy.
What?
So if you could do us a bloody favor and shut up, that'd be real fucking polite.
Oh, that's a neighbor. I thought someone was in our apartment. I was like, what? My hand pauses short of landing another heavy knock. From the other unit, Rebecca's other neighbor peeks in through his door, though I see nothing but a bundle of blankets. I say they need help from being devoured by the sheets, but it sounds like it's just fine. He's a huge asshole too. Course of action, so people like him won't ruin your day. Act like the nicest person on the planet. Has done me wonders when I was a rookie patrolling the streets. No need to match this. No need to match his temper.
Oh, did she say where she was going?
I don't know. She said something about meeting someone or something, in case Filipina girl over there asks. But what am I, her keeper? You know some people want to sleep in on a bloody Sunday, so keep it down.
Keep it down, you arse.
Looking forward to this weekend. Thanks, you damn git.
Well, there's no need to be an ass about it. I'll get out of your...
Damn! He slams his door shut without warning, but not before muttering a string of very colorful words about me. Probably thinks I won't hear him inside the four walls of his apartment.
Jerk.
Jerk. And at the end of it is a sigh. So Rebecca is not here. I must have missed her by an hour or so. But at least she's not alone. She should be safe in theory. More so if the person she's meeting with is who I am thinking. Nevertheless, I still can't help but worry. It's an easy thing, continuing down increasingly darker lines of thought, to act rashly, to find out where she is and go straight there, without deliberating on my actions first. There's Act 2 to boot. Rebecca's not alone, but I can say the same for the big guy. A simple phone call to the both of them should do the trick. It would ease my nerves at any rate. It's better than rushing over to Zach's place or assuming Rebecca's whereabouts and finding out they're not where I've guessed they should be. I doubt the calls are gonna work too. Assuming the worst will come next, which I'd rather avoid this early. Any other reason, I won't bother them. But an emergency begs for urgency. This is wrong, right? Even if it is not. Anxiety from concerns towards judgment. Something I most certainly can't afford to lose at any given time, especially right now. Any means to calm it will do wonders for the muddled mess my mind is already in. Putting up my phone, I thumb through the screen until it ends up on a group with only Zach, Rebecca's, and Isabella's numbers. Other people will probably say I keep too few friends when they chance on this. To some extent, it's true. I can easily name 100 people I've been acquainted with through the years. Colleagues, blockmates, from uni, neighbors, those sort of people. They all come and go. But these three I've chosen to stay for some reason. Oh, bad luck. These three without wanting or asking for anything. Unlike the others, none has Zach's kindness, Rebecca's patience, nor the sincerity in Isabella's eyes. One day, these guys are just there. The next thing I know, being with them eases it. That heavy, somber feeling lingering in the air when you stand alone in your apartment, or something as simple as spending your day off without anyone. I'll say it's a loneliness, but this carries much more depth than that. If I can help it, I don't want to lose any of them to some stupid curse. Man. A phone call may be the least comforting thing at the moment. Honestly, I prefer being in the same room with them right now, but I'll take what I can get. Pick her first. She'll get angry at me for worrying about her. She is not some helpless damsel in distress, after all. She is not the shy little girl I knew when we were children. We're already far from the people we were back then, but that's more than enough reason to check in on her. I'm still not worrying because, remember, Rebecca called Ashton when she jumped. Well, we think she jumped. So I think she's just not gonna answer. I don't have to imagine her taking anything head on. She'll do it instead of asking for help when she needs it. I don't care if she gets mad at me, if only to know that she's fine. A ring in the silence of the hallway. It sounds alone might as well be sharp enough to pierce through my ears. Another second passes. 2, 3. But when on the 9th ring, it goes straight to her voicemail, a cold feeling instantly lodges in my stomach.
Rebecca Gales here. You've reached my voicemail. Sorry if I can't get to you right now.
Yep, she's in deep shit at the moment. Yep.
Oh, and if this is Isabella, yes, you're free to reheat the food in my fridge. Otherwise, leave a message.
Probably just busy, that's all. Though I still barely manage to keep my voice even when I speak.
Hey, Becca, call me back when you're free. We need to talk. ASAP.
Becca will be alright. Is alright. She's safe. She's safe with someone else. In the event that woman shows up, she'll have someone with her. Someone should be able to ask for help. She's safe. She can handle herself. Becca might have a fairy temper, but she knows when she's faced with something she can't handle herself. Rebecca will see my missed call and she'll call me back. So, I don't express it enough. Rebecca is someone I consider important to me. Gonna be to be so worried after her call. Oh, that's for sure. Aww. He's been my friend for the longest. Far too long that anybody else would have been fed up with me and left. The girl stuck by me, no matter how big of a jerk I've been. There's Zach and Isabella now, too, of course. I've always been thankful for having them around. The worst times before, however, Becca was there. No one believes it when I say it, but I've surely had my awful moments as a bratty kid and as a horrible teen. Issues, I've too many of them to count and refuse to deal with for a time. At least, that's what Andrew likes to tell me. I tend to think nothing of it. It has mellowed down over the years, thanks to the professor mostly. But at times, I do wonder if it still burdens me the way I did all those years ago. After all, I was terrible, especially around the time of my parents' separation. Looking back at it now, I had no reason to direct all my frustration towards everyone else. While I was not a kid who lashed out at anyone, preferring to keep it to myself and turning those negative feelings into more productive things, I've grown distant from a lot of people because of it. From my old friends back in my old school and the neighbors I've hung out with before moving. A habit I've likely brought with me into adulthood. I was just so angry with everyone and everything. All I kept thinking about myself was wondering why me? In retrospect, I was a selfish little bastard who thought the world revolved around me. But I should not have been going through it. I believe my behavior was entitled, that I had the right. Tough times, but she stuck with me. Snapped me out of my little sulk. As she often phrases it whenever she sees the chance to bring it up. She did not tolerate my bullshit, but she did not leave me alone either. If anything, the old thing made her stick around. Her concern may have grown a bit overbearing as the years went by, but she's still an old friend nevertheless. I owe her a lot. That won't change.
Damn it. Where are you, Becca?
Another message left on the voicemail, then on my third call, I hang up. For the time being, I can't do anything more than to wait for her to return my calls. Worrying aimlessly won't get me anywhere. Yeah. Zach, on the other end, that guy attracts trouble no matter how much he tries to avoid it. Doesn't help how he hasn't been too hot lately with a lot of people. His mention of plans yesterday doesn't sit too well with me either. He might be the next responsible adult after Rebecca, out of the four of us, but I've still gotta check on the big guy. Hopefully he picks up. I'm trying to remember, but I think Zach's at the mansion, breaking in the mansion at this moment, right now. So it's like the worst time to call, but I'm not sure. Make sure he's doing okay at the very least, whatever he has planned on doing. All I'm asking is for it not to be idiotic. He's a sensible guy, I'm sure. Actually, let's try to see. Oh, actually I can't. There's nothing about him.